Alright. Hello, class. This is a very special lecture. If you look around, you'll notice that the people in this lecture are of level 4 clearance or higher for the SCP Foundation. And that's no accident or coincidence. The reason why that is because today we're going over a very secret SCP that no one, look at me, I mean no one under clearance level 4 is able to know this information that I am going to share with you all. Alright? I know I'm known for bending the rules. I know I'm known for breaking a few rules here and there for educational purposes, but in matters that are truly serious, such as this SCP, I mean it. Level 4 clearance or higher. If you are caught revealing this information to any level 3 or lower, let's just say that, best case scenario, you're probably going to lose your job. Worst case scenario, I'm not even sure the Foundation would allow me to say what's going to happen. But without further ado, let's try and get into this. Now, this lecture may be a bit more sporadic than usual, as the document for this SCP isn't exactly concise, and that's for good reason. In fact, the only reason I know the specific number of this SCP is because of where it's listed in our files. SCP 2521. Now I see a few confused looks throughout this room here for our newcomers, thinking what could possibly be so special about this one. Well, SCP-2521 only manifests whenever information about it is written down, saved, or spoken about. Hence why the file you were all given today is made purely out of symbols, as symbols seem to confuse the entity and be unable to realize that it's talking about it. So things such as drawings or symbols given meaning to mean this particular entity don't seem to trigger its manifestation. As for its appearance, it's a slightly humanoid figure, however, it stands far taller than the average person at around 7 feet tall. Rather than fingers, it seems to have these dark, tendril-like appendages that are incredibly sticky and near impossible to break out of. Now, containment for this entity, wondering perhaps maybe why we don't just simply lock it in a box somewhere, is virtually impossible, and it is able to phase through any object, and I mean any object. Stone, steel, concrete, titanium, anything it can simply phase through as if it was you or I walking through air. So physical containment of this entity is full-blown impossible. This is why, as I stated before, all mentions or documentation of this entity are to be done with symbols, as it is quite literally the only possible way to contain this entity. Experiment number 1. A D-class personnel is told to write down information given to them about this SCP. Once the D-Class did so, SCP-2521 materialized and seized the document that the D-Class personnel wrote about it. It then vanished, and the D-Class personnel cowered underneath the table. What happened to the document is completely unknown, as are its whereabouts. Experiment B. Another D-Class personnel is told to say information given to it through symbols that it was given on a document. The D class speaks the information given to it through these symbols, and SCP 2521 manifests and takes the D class away, disappearing out of thin air. Where the D class went is unknown. However, he is presumed dead. No further experimentations with SCP 2521 are to be conducted without at least 2 go aheads from Level 5 clearance members. For those of you wondering how us in this room are safe, how I personally am safe while talking about this, is through a certain SCP. In fact, it is thanks to this SCP that we even know about this entity in the first place. As for what specific SCP that is, unfortunately, that is classified, and even I will not give that information to you. But, due to limited testing and limited information, that is all we have for right now. Now, if any of your notebooks or any of your recording devices happen to go missing after this lecture, I'm not responsible for that. However, you personally should be safe. But until next time.